Okay, welcome everyone back once again to your favorite show on YouTube. At least your favorite show that's stationery oriented, I would hope. The Stationery Fetishist. Now this is the second installment of my Japanese stationery hashtag haul. Now I shared in my previous video, do check it out if you haven't. I'll put a link in the description. My previous video where I shared some red and blue, aka vermilion and Prussian blue pencils. Quite beautiful, quite worth the watch. Now, I did share this envelope in the last one. I got this, to recap, I got this from Itoya in Kyoto Station, where it was part of the Isetan department store. Now, we finally, you've been waiting for this for a long time. We finally get to show what else was in this little package. Let's get straight into it. We have a classic yellow pencil from the company Tombao. I do not have one of these in the collection yet. For general writing, beautiful piece. Now a little bit different than the domestic yellow pencils that you see in North America. This ferrule here is kind of like a purplish color, actually. I believe I have something similar from Mitsubishi. I can't check right now because my collection is boxed up. I'm in the process of moving, so apologies there. But I believe I have something very similar from Mitsubishi. However, I don't recall it having this purple ferrule, which is kind of cool. And it almost looks, it's hard to see in this light, but it almost looks like the lettering on the shaft here is also maybe a purple, a dark purple. Quite lovely. Kind of looks like a cedar, but perhaps not Western red cedar with that pungent smell. I can't see anything, or I can't smell anything, but perhaps when I sharpen it, well, I'm not going to sharpen it, but perhaps if I sharpened it, the perfume would be released. So, simple, classic yellow pencil. What we all know and love. All right, so that was the first piece. Now, the rest of these items, and I will start by saying they aren't all pencils. There are other general stationery items as well, but the rest of the items I'm going to share today were all purchased from Yodobashi Camera. The Kyoto location is where I got these. So, first of all, sticking with pencils, this is a lovely box of the Mitsubishi 9000. I do have a box of, one moment, please, one moment. Okay, I'm back. I do apologize. That was the timer for my laundry. Now, as I was saying, I do have another box of Mitsubishi general writing pencils. However, they're a different model number. They're a dark green. They are very exquisite aesthetically, I must say. But yeah, I did have in mind that I wanted to get a package of these. These are a bit different as they have a finished end and they're a bit more expensive. So let's just take a look at the box, which is lovely as usual. 9000 HB, made in Japan. Again, for general writing. Beautiful packaging, as is to be expected from a Japanese product. Let's open them up. Hopefully without destroying the packaging. Oh, silly me. It looks like they're supposed to open from the other end, so hopefully I didn't mangle that too much. Oh, yes, much easier on the other end. There we go. Okay, so let's pull one out. And so as to be expected, it's quite a beautiful piece. A different green than I've seen previously. It's kind of in between. If you check out my previous video where I opened a box of Tombao general writing and the Mitsubishi that I mentioned earlier. The Tombao is kind of like a lighter moss green. The Mitsubishi is a rich, dark green. This one is kind of in between those two. There's a darker band at the end underneath where the grade is designated, HB. Zoom in a bit. Made by elaborate process. I guess hence the higher price point. I'm not sure if it's really much more elaborate than the other ones, but I really don't know. General writing, Mitsubishi, beautiful. And like I mentioned earlier, this has the kind of rounded off, finished, painted end, which gives it a bit more of a premium feel. Quite beautiful. Very beautiful, actually. Okay, moving on to the next item. Now this is something you don't usually see on my channel. This is a mechanical pencil. The classic P205 from Pentel. Now, actually, I was planning on getting one of these if I could find it when I went to Japan this time. And it was a bit harder than I thought, but I did find one at Yodobashi Camera. It's quite an exquisite piece, classic mechanical pencil. It's got this lovely dark green. It's made in Japan. The silver accents are lovely. Preloaded with, I'm sure, that Pentel iconic super polymer leads. And it's the classic size of 0.5 millimeters that we're all familiar with. Now, the reason for me picking up a mechanical pencil is because I do carry a notebook around with me with a pencil. However, I was thinking of switching to a mechanical pencil, which means that I won't need to take a sharpener with me, or I won't have to, find a knife or something if I'm out and about and my pencil has gotten a bit dull. So this may be a bit more practical. I generally prefer the wooden pencils, but this is a beautiful piece, and for practicality, I think I will start carrying this one around with me. Quite lovely and feels great in the hand. Feels amazing. Beautiful piece. Okay, next item we have this notebook. It's from the brand Clade. Mnemosine. Sometimes the nomenclature of these things is a bit puzzling to me. Oh, it's a collab, like all the Zoomers like. Mnemosine X Clade, limited edition. It's quite a beautiful piece, made in Japan. The paper is a grid. Now, I was specifically looking for a notebook to replace my current one that I have on my desk by my computer, one with the binding at the top, so I can write on one side. When I'm done with this page, I can flip it over, write on the other side. When the binding is on the left or the right, then it makes it more difficult to write on both sides of the paper. And I don't like to waste things. I want to be able to use both sides of the paper easily and efficiently. Now, I'm not quite sure, I'm not really familiar with either of these brands, Mnemosine and Clade. May be interesting to know what they're known for. Looks like we have some specs here, which are quite nicely laid out, aesthetically pleasing manner. Yeah, quite nice. Okay, and the last item I will share with you. well, it's kind of a two-part item. I got this beautiful tape dispenser. Comes with tape in it, like Scotch tape kind of thing. Although it's that shiny tape, it's not that matte finish Scotch tape. But this one is actually refillable, which I like, and I got a couple extra rolls of the tape here. So I'll put that there. Actually, I'm running out of space. Let's just put it there for now. Yeah, so quite a beautiful thing. I love the green color. Nichiban, made in Japan. Quite beautiful. Some information there on the back, if you'd like to take a look. Let's open it up. Quite nice. It's wider than the actual roll of tape inside, so I assume, well, I know when I was in Yodobashi Camera in the tape section, they have different widths that you can put in here. Different lengths, different widths, etc. Just the classic tape dispenser with the plastic cutting edge there. But something beautiful in a nice color, green, which is refillable. Good to have in the desk. All right, so that concludes today's installment number 2 of my haul of stationery items from my 2024 trip to Japan. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe, and of course, follow me on Twitch, Tumblr, and or Tinder. Thank you very much.